Gonzalo Garcia.
Real Madrid player, no?
Yes.
A discovery of the tournament.
Yes. And surprisingly, I think he has scored in every game.
Game you
He has scored in every game. Now, Abranti and Modin Bunti. Even though today Mbappe are effort, no, Alonso Timin bench, no. And it's one of the reasons why Rodrigo de Gos is on the bench.
Okay.
He has been very consistent at this tournament. And not for a mean club, it's Real Madrid. Real Madrid doesn't really give opportunities to young guys. But say, Omoma 1-2 minutes, Krana, they expect you to show say you fit club and the standard. And I think say Garcia was surprised you be Hakimi Ayala Neto has been superb. But I think say for players me say Omodai ho die.
Okay.
They me di mani hu ewo FIFA Club World Cup ni no. I will go for Gonzalo Garcia.
Okay.
Say so far on the player of the tournament ewo ehonum ebia the semi-finals, the finals may determine player be also so ebe ende in glory but so far sponsored by Amuzupi. My question of the day and my answer will be Gonzalo Garcia. Now, Rich, and I have only one transfer story. Then I will do the preview analysis of the semi-finals now the FIFA Club World Cup. My focus this morning is on Arsenal. And me pese me man ko 40 years why I think this season Arsenal is a team to watch. In modern day football, every club will be our born home model, and that is why Manchester United is struggling. Every club will be Rich. What born home model with the projects. Not what getting decisions right. Not what be a strong contender and I say what winning trophies. A club or what a very, very good combination between the manager, which is the coach, and then the sporting director. Because these two people are leading the sporting project of the club. It is over. The reason why Pep Guardiola became so successful was because of how familiar or with Beglisten. Only Beglisten in players are Pep. Pep in himself or tickle Beglisten who only as someone also catch for him to go and get player or pay Edemano. Say player didn't put word in said yeah, Pep in him. What you must tell the sporting director to understand, so I'll present it to the board and we will get it for you. Time as Jurgen Klopp ever Liverpool. One of the first things he fixed was to abolish the Liverpool recruitment committee, and said this is not modern. See a quack player and able to take a decision. Brendan Rodgers must be part of a certain committee. Na committee no be our no scrap it. Promote Michael Edwards to sporting director. I will work with him. Na me no quickly. When we strike the acquaintance, we can get jobs done. Now look at how successful our year. Hansi Flick about Barcelona. One of the first things a farmer Barcelona any relationship with Deco. Any Bojan Kekich. They understood the project. When Barcelona had difficulties and they had to bring up and cry, they said Mark Benemo and then Mark Casado. It was a decision that quickly it was taken. Now, after in a Pep, I'm finding a rhythm with Hugo Viera. Edu any Arteta started a very, very good relationship. Now, I said they were so focused and that is why they brought in very, very good players.
Nhyira FM.
And then you say, well, we need trophy. You didn't have a good season. But Rich, so what the trophy to Nhyira? Arsenal had a very, very good season last season.
But one day,
South American. So why need trophy? It is seen. Say, one more blah blah. But for Arsenal to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League and play in domestic competitions, baby, omuko do yebiano. For me, that was the foundation of the na Edwin Mikel Arteta. But you see, the criticism to Arteta, they say, "Oh, you have been there for a very, very long time. You can't tell us only the FA Cup now winning your first season is enough. This is Arsenal. We want to come back to winning trophies and to start winning for him." Now, Arsenal has brought in one of the most experienced sporting directors in Europe, Andre Berta. Berta, he has been able to understand Mikel Arteta and Omoti business also. It is Russia. They look at Arsenal more in the last 3 seasons. Now, Omo beat you to caps now. They say, look, we have you as the manager. We have a very, very good team, but we need to build a very, very good squad. And when we say sometimes, Rich, you may put your decisions on the table. So say ni ebekono. But who are be meeting me bomb na situation me at Western. One of them Georgino say opese oko. Arsenal and Susa say Georgino beko. So they could have allowed Thomas Partey to leave. Bring in Zubimendi, send a bear in deep line playmaking, a bear or no any Georgino. But Georgino says Obeko. We say okay, no problem. We bring in Zubimendi. We wanted to extend a contract of Thomas Partey, but Yenyana, it is fine. You didn't know that, Beba. In that same position, say if we have to tweak and bring Declan Rice back to the natural position, you better remember, even Mikel Merino in the team can play in the position now, and we are building squad in depth. Now, in building squad in depth, they be during the transfer window. Rich, one of the best business you can do in transfer window is to not to lose your team. And any players are doing more, but players are say, these are players who for me the core of my team. They must also stay and be happy. And this is why Andre Berta by one of the young prospects, then the contract was Luis Kelly. So, yeah, extended contract in Mano. So we have the opportunity, say we pay the salary mu. Near money conditions, been about to who say now he has arrived. Then say Raya, I saw Donkwa. Look, and Kofo are underestimating this transfer. Rich, last season, one of the best teams in the Premier League was Bournemouth, and Kepa was their number 1 goalkeeper. And about China, Bournemouth with exploits. Kepa today decided to say, oh, me number 1 goalkeeper for one of the best teams in the English Premier League last season. But I will go. Number probably deputy to Raya at Arsenal. And Diana Andre Berta Kachre Kepa or G2. Is it a Spanish connection? So you could see, say, you brought in a sporting director who knows his job and he's working. Whether the media will hype it or not, now, minim say Andre Berta Kahubi and Zubimendi, even last minute, Ekache Real Madrid say, me pesa me call Arsenal. The project the Spaniards presented to me, the communication between me and Arteta, it seems like I'm already home. So I want to go. Now, Rich, after this business, there be a time can see any transfer from Koma. See you. Omo minim transfer business ni omo show mu team no baby e tosin no na ode obi aba be show. Last season, aka krami ewie season no. Ade ha Arsenal pa was that na omo ni striker. And this issue of a typical centre forward has been with Arsenal probably in the last 2 seasons.
Because Gabriel Jesus has it.
Gabriel Jesus.
Wow, no,
typical number 9. And also Prepra. Arsenal has been playing their number 9 role with Kai Havertz. And people are saying no.
Chances do
bring a goal scorer for a big plan or the instinct of a striker. Now you see, Victor Jokeres in common. Martin go for me say, oh, but Jokeres. That's it. Wa Bob Premier League in Ibida. Oh, wow, Benin Brighton and Hove Albion. On your only 8 appearances. Then he went on loan. Wa Bob Coventry. Wa Bob Team CB. My first reaction to those who make that argument are Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah. They played in the Premier League too, which and yet small club Chelsea. And they became legends in the Premier League again with Manchester City and Liverpool. And under no circumstances, Rebecca said, oh, once the player not border and Fano HSA or Kodane Hova or Ba and for the examples of Omoma Bafa. Now,
maybe a man for problem in Portugal.
No, but you see,
I was a Portugal strikers, no. I'm over Premier League in man.
And then Kamabeka said the most important thing to look at Victor Jokeres, the style of play, fixing him, just imagine it.
So the nation
putting him in the Arsenal team and look at the creativity around him. Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Zubimendi, Mikel Moreno, or Kai Havertz winning as the normal times on the chair. The best of chances they will be able to create for him. And whether Abentewe, though he is doing it in the Portuguese league, you know, Rich, Saboni than the name. Nessa Okache said, my creative chance amount, Bobo is he able to do it or not? And my catch that said, me, I rate players not only for their club performance, but for their national team. The moment you are able to perform for club and country, I know say you are a sure bet. And then see, even though Sweden and far in the UEFA Nations League, he was the top scorer in the UEFA Nations League. And it means and yet just when he's playing for Sporting Club de Portugal, now I can say, oh, a Liga, sebi, and yet in the top 5 leagues in Tiabantiano, Ebia or she goes to because league now for. What about when he comes to the national team too? When he plays with Ishakamo and those other players, Europe, then he missed the European nations and he saw say, yes, I am a striker who can score goals. What about that? Look at the strikers around Europe. Now, Omubo national team, sir. Why is it that Victor Jokeres not for any better nation in terms of football than Sweden? Energy the best, the top scorer in the UEFA Nations League. The guy is a lethal striker. And the way I asked about if you are able to get him, send a year from Austin Mo and Omoma can say the conversation between Arsenal and the Sporting Club de Portugal advancing. And Mikel Arteta, Akachi and Beta said, look, get this done as soon as possible. Nami who said me call preseason, then I am going with a number 9 and me team anymore. You bet me aqua fixing your. Now me with Jokeres. I look at this skill corner from athletics. Now me beside me say, okay, then we are not talking about just a goal scorer. The guy gives more than just scoring goals. Look, in terms of progression, attack, build up, Rich, these are some of the stars. Look at the runs in behind. And that is
like a positioning.
Yes, the Biano or Tete in the half space. Obama the Pemeko. Very, very dangerous. Now, again, look at the overlapping runs and underlapping runs. Look at the lateral runs. Look, Victor Jokeres say Arsenal nyana. With the way Arsenal born, say omu pace, omu fast direct football, one time passes, and omu build up numbers omu yen in term. Look, I think say Mikel Arteta and Arsenal will do well. With the way omu business, Rich, mommy, every vibes. When I see a project maturing into a very, very good one, I can see it, and I think say Arsenal and the Oriel friend Mikel Arteta is cooking something very, very deep.
My can I see you before I proceed, I say, Ayala, if you want me to bet you, I can. You'll be flop at Arsenal.
I didn't know the baby.
And I just a my confirm Brian way. Ayala's well ready for.
And how will we be able to see him for the bet in this one?
Also about flop your Arsenal.
Ayala's
one no bayadi.
Yes.
Inti udemiyehu the old person to bet.
What he's bringing on board. And what is his reasons? The reasons they say just instinctive and answer them.
Me argue there, but I think that a year attackers striker free Portuguese league in Premier League ni ma. As I'm said that sometimes I'm for you see Obi to say downiness.
Oh, okay.
Say downiness no. Oshebano bono ne oba Liverpool na. Chance I feel so way there senka downiness channel. No atiamango. And Victor Gokares no. He's a player of both Premier League like we said. Bobby Amfa. The numbers na Jokers Edebano. I was there Portuguese league.
Na and you be there now down in this war.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But Nunes no sign born.
Mebo Rich. Is it a matter of pick and choose to suit analysis? Because the greatest talent at every Portuguese league in him, other Premier League in him, is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So why are people not making that example? Because if you make that support two arguments, nah. And look at
Portuguese. One off.
Look at
1 out of 1,000.
Until Rebecca said, look at Portuguese players, and that's what Mama see in the Portuguese league. Omanya Konya Babe Rem, the Premier League. Look at player Ruben Diaz. Has Ruben Diaz been a flop for Manchester City?
Okay.
Nhyira fan.
I think say who do you say a fair?
Does it the end justify the means?
Federico Varandas. Yes, after Mudi didn't come out, they are trying to soften their stance in that. Let's wait till it happens. Then we come back to that topic and talk about it. But then the person and say, here we go, Arsenal, Victor Jokers, and now he comes into the team. Then we will look at the numbers of the member Arsenal, and as the season goes on, we will come back to this topic whether here or floppy and answer on floppy. And then I think it's 7 p.m. Ghana time. You be one finalist for the FIFA Club World Cup na Ecoso, US, and I love it. The balance of when I unim say since the FIFA introduced FIFA Club World Cup, it has always been Europe and South America, and Europe has dominated it. And say even when they decided to bring it, a lot of teams, still now you do the final four. We are getting European teams 3-1 from Brazil. And echo the same as senior FIFA Club World Cups are echo. Now, before I proceed, my main cast be on my buyer has been Joe. Rich, FIFA Club World Cup, he used to follow a certain trend. When we say trend, Obia Oji the UEFA Champions League has always been favorite to win the FIFA Club World Cup. Because that time, Okwa, on more prelims, Oko straight into the knockout stages. About one match penna Rich now occur into the finals and MPP na Oshia either clubs are free the South Americans na on one of game no asheno na waji Andrew Paris Saint-Germain so Rich na yako change the format of the competition. I'm a competition na me ding all of a sudden and until me Rich Mijina with no biases and Bibiano. I wish Paris Saint-Germain win. I wish they win because Chelsea are FIFA Club World Cup Nibida. It is an old format and they won the Champions League and it was easy. for them to win. Real Madrid and Jibida, it was the old format. It was easy for them to win. Paris Saint-Germain acquired the Champions League in Libya. It becomes a whole tournament and they are finding it difficult to win. And to me, I wish Paris Saint-Germain and Ebeji this competition. There's no better graphic for the game than this one. There is no better graphic for the Chelsea Fluminense game than to use Thiago Silva wearing half Chelsea jersey, half Fluminense jersey. No, Rich, you see, say Oko into team news. I think say good news be a bonus. Whilst Chelsea is getting Moscasedo back from this many points, no. Team Fluminense mum, Lucy Martinelli to this many points because in the game no only available to play. Then the only thing you can say, Levico wala ombo game nibi. Now you see, I decided to bring a lineup. Levico wa home. Say the way I can illustrate what me imagine me. Look, Chelsea born no more one of our lateral defenders, Rich, will push either inverted or Obeko for the shape to change into a three back. Throughout Chelsea elbow tournament, we've seen say Malo Gusto say Kim na on Oba. He moves for Mark Kukwera to come in for the three back. So say look, just push Choloba here and bring Tosin here. When the Tosin back, Omoko three back shape now. Tosin will move to the right. Chaloba will stand in the middle. Kukwera will be on the left. Malo Guste then goes deep Enimuha, pushes Pedro Neto inverted Kakrase to be with Kopama. No offer line is when he does that, say last time I Chelsea boy na Fifi about Andre Santos. I was so happy to see the guy and he played very, very well. But he played that role as a single DM when Chelsea are progressing the ball. And Andre Santos quite me once Casado bit my Yamanabroso. So in Chelsea, sir, almost 3-1. Now, if numbers be brave, and when him in the opposition box, say they are meeting a team. Rich, they play in a three back. And when they are defending, wing backs no poko 5. Now, 2. In front of them. So I am expecting Chelsea say they will push Malo Gusto here. Push Abante Fedo Neto baby to say them and say actually aha. Push Nkuku there. Add Enzo Fernandez to Kopama in this space. Only Abante Fedo Casado will stand as the DM aha. They push into a three back with Kukwera on the left. Abante Fedo Chaloba in the middle. Then Tosin all right and push Malo Gusto here. Omoyesa, they will have a lot of numbers to try and break Fluminense for it down. But Rich, so what the FIFA World Cup, Club World Cup we are, the best of the Brazilians, has always been how quick we are on the counter. They are so lethal, especially this guy called Arias. Stubborn boy. And Chelsea has been conceding in this tournament. And see, how many goals at a Chelsea bet me share? Because if they concede, to eliminate Fluminense, they will have to score more. I think say on the balance of play, they many there. Rich Chelsea a favorite say also qualify and then na omuko in the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. Na mami musa Chelsea for no. Minim so they will have to answer this. But if they are able to make it to the final, team men omo yeso metima show mo. And qualify between Real Madrid and the Paris Saint-Germain. Obeti me do answer about once I give you the code.
Ma titi Chelsea for ni bibiri amo ka say. As a man for so PSG for no so do.
To ye for mo no show.
Ye mo PSG. No show ma de kiti.
Omo nchiro ma de kakra mu ati wa.
No bia hu say. Chelsea no muni born about. Asembe.
But all rich bobo oka Chelsea asema me nyini.
Oh, Kofi asema me kemba.
Oka Chelsea asema me nyudi.
Oh, Kofi, you want to say a PSG as will be a yodium. No, message is a number. Or them what? Hey, you know we. Obi as a PSG. I was as a PSG for no Bia so no my yard dear. I'm the 9 against 11 I said Bayern. Now person be sure mu Chelsea for no. No mu sure ma de kitu abi. Chelsea for na kan. Even make ana go fi ana usiri.
Na le fi boy mumu so so
ana. Na wuti ka sana. Mo so Real Madrid de fala. Ba mo pedu obi ebo ni di no. Enye no we.
Ba o kai say omoji conference league no. Fifi ba ka say Yaman Real Madrid and Barcelona.
And then
probably he may be getting his wish.
And they are grown nudi. Now better than Barcelona.
That's Barcelona.
Over about Real Madrid.
About so now we can PSG na FIFA. The back Real Madrid that's it. We're finding a voice all of us.
Say fun say. Nyame ma dum na mo chef from Asia.
Enye nyame adum asem ye be chef from Asia.
Mo be share okay. Into Chelsea share. He say mo co final. Between Real Madrid and PSG mo pe dey.
Real Madrid.
Me catch now.
Mo pe Real Madrid.
Party of Rich, 3 bets will cost. I think Sunday, no. 3 bets will cost. Then Saturday too, there was a win for Omo Mutual Coast. So you can pick 3 codes. First one a 20F6 DDFC, 20F6 DDFC. 20F6 F191 20F6 F191 and the last one no 20F6 F807 20F6 F807 which and now share a Black Queens game no
maybe
born second half I didn't think young money first half. Yes, I Ghana for na slow starters.
Someone can be can no. So washa. Enya man nkwan a member from the Black Stars and a 20 and a 17.
First half no. First half.
Your competition be a slow starters.
No.